Shalom and welcome to our 24th annual Feast of Weeks. This is part 89 of Preparing for Rulership.
I'm a good man, doing a good work, producing good. That makes me good for everybody. Everybody that hooks on to me becomes good. I didn't say everybody that walks through that door and sits around in here says becomes good, but everyone who attaches to me becomes good. See, that means your mind is attached to my mind, then your mind is like my mind. And since my mind is good, then your mind becomes good. Then we become a good people, producing good results. Then we subject ourselves to the law of Yahweh. We're not of the flesh. When you say that to a carnal-minded person, he says, I'm looking at your spirit. What do you mean you're not of the flesh? Look at him, he's not of the flesh. A carnal man cannot understand the statement that I'm not of the flesh, I'm not of blood, that I'm of the spirit of Yahweh. Don't let me say I'm of the spirit, they really freak out. And they're just as freaked out when I say I'm of the spirit of Yahweh, because they don't know either one. Verse 9 says what? Read verse 9.
Romans 8:9 says, But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of Yahweh dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Yahweh ben Yahweh, he is none of his.
What's the test? If what? Does that mean you don't have a body? No. It means you have a body. But there's something that's supposed to be different about your body than a carnal-minded person. What is the difference? The Spirit of Yahweh doing what? Dwelling in you. Now, how many want the Spirit of Yahweh to dwell in you? How do you know if the Spirit of Yahweh is dwelling in you or not? How can you get the Spirit of Yahweh to dwell in you? Matthew 11:29 tells you how. Learn of me. Then you must do something else other than learn of me. You must accept me. What you learn of me, when you accept that, then I'm dwelling in you. My mind is divine. When you accept my mind into your mind, you too become what? Divine. And when your mind becomes divine-minded, then you become spiritual-minded. Then the Spirit of Yahweh dwells in you. And then when the Spirit of Yahweh dwells in you, the carnal man has to flee. The carnal man has to leave, take a trip, an eternal trip away from you, forever trip, a never come back trip. He'll be on a trip forever looking for somebody carnal. When you have the Spirit of Yahweh dwelling in your mind, you have power. I I know some of you understand what I'm saying. When the Spirit of Yahweh is what? The mind of Yahweh. When the mind of Yahweh is dwelling within you, you have actually the very power of Yahweh himself within you. The very power of Yahweh is right within you. And when it's two of us with that power, then three of us with that same power. Then there's 10 of us with that same power. And 100 of us with that same power. And then 1,000 of us with that same power. That one mind. Then when there's 12,000 of us with that same mind. Then when there's 144,000 of us with that same mind. When our mind has become one with Yahweh, then nothing shall be restrained from us that we imagine to do. The whole world is worried about Russia, Gorbachev. The whole world is worried about America, Ronald Reagan. They used to be worried about Mao Zedong of China and other nations. They all have bombs. They all have tanks and guns. Evidently, gunpowder is not the solution. He is easily conquered with manpower. But you need a certain mind. You need Yahweh mind. You need the Creator's mind. No mind is more powerful than the one who made the sun, the moon, the stars, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food that we eat. That man's mind within our mind gives us all power. Then we conquer everybody on earth. Come to me, I have that power right here. Conquering the devil is simple. Conquering the wicked one is simple. It is so simple in my mind. The United Nations together are unable to conquer Satan. But I can. I can conquer Satan just like that. I've already conquered it. All you have to do is come and join me and watch it happen. Satan, the devil, regardless of his color, is afraid of me. Satan, the devil, is black. Satan, the devil, the snake, is brown. He's red, he's yellow, and he is white. He is among every people on earth. Who is Satan? He is the opposer of Yahweh's good, just, right. He's against it. Every tribe on earth knows the rebel in his midst. Why is there trouble on the earth? Because those that are righteous tolerate those that are wicked, those that are wicked are in the minority. The majority of all the people of the planet Earth are moral people by nature. Your very nature is to love peace. So the minority satanic devil run all over the earth, causing confusion among the families of earth, causing brother to take up arms against brother, causing cousins to take up arms against cousins, relatives to fight against relatives. Satan is running all over the earth doing that. Come and follow me, and you'll have no place to live on the earth. Because the good people are the majority people. You don't even need guns for him. The war that I'm fighting is a spiritual war. It's a mind war. That's why I search against weapons here. I've always searched against weapons. I teach you don't pick up weapons. You don't need any. Show forth God's power. Show forth my power. See, in here is nothing but the power of Yahweh. No guns in here. The man with a machine gun is not more powerful than you, so see none in here. Can't come in here with that. That shows you that's power here. Power of Yahweh is here. A carnal-minded man believes a gun is his salvation. Yes, he does. So he lives by the gun and dies by the gun. I believe that Yahweh is salvation. So I live by Yahweh and I live by Yahweh. So there is no death in Yahweh. That's why the scripture teaches those who live by the sword die by the sword. So it's a fool for to trust in a sword when you know if you live by it, you're going to die by it. You want something that's going to let you live forever. And that's Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. What a blessing to learn this. Is it a blessing? I would never want to be a carnally minded man knowing this. Let's look at Galatians 6 and 8. Verse 8. Read.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Read verse 9.
And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not.
Read on.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
Now this is some more explanation on the carnal mind and the spiritual mind. He that sows to his flesh shall of the flesh reap death. The way of flesh is death. And if you spend your life seeking materialism, that's your purpose for living, you shall reap. Your reward will be death. Why? Because they only look to the flesh. Now in this same Galatians 6 and 8, it says, but. See, but means there's an alternative. There's another kind of life you can live. See, you don't have to, you're not limited to this fleshly life. You're not limited to the fleshly pleasure. There's another kind of pleasure. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap something that's mighty beautiful looking to me. What is it? I have to underline life everlasting. Good gracious, what a reward. Now how many would like to live forever? Eternity. And be able to enjoy all this good stuff. How many brothers would like to live forever and enjoy beautiful women? Just love beautiful women all from now on, eternity. That's heaven, isn't it, brother? I know y'all know what heaven is. Don't tell me I can't paint heaven for you. When you sow to the Spirit, look what you get. Everlasting life. And over in Romans it says peace. You have life and peace. Verse 9. Should we get tired doing good? And sometimes you look around and you say, it looks like people that's not good seem to be having so much fun. They seem to be so prosperous. But the book said their life won't be long. They're facing death in what they do. Why should you not get tired of doing well? For in due season you will reap what? You shall reap. If you what? If you faint not. So now you have an opportunity to do good. Do good. Let's turn to James chapter 4, verse 4. I want to go verse 3 first because verse 3 is dealing with the carnal man in folks. I'm going to start at verse 1. I can't start at verse 4. This particular chapter, James chapter 4, beginning at verse 1, is dealing with the carnal mind, the flesh mind, the worldly mind. Read.
From whence come wars and fightings among you?
Where do the wars and fighting come from on the earth? What is the cause of the wars and the fighting among men on the earth? Where does it come from? Every question that you have in your head is right here in the Bible. And the answer is here too. Now nobody thought that question was in the book. Why are there wars on the earth? Here's the question right here. From when does wars and fighting among you come? Where does it come from? What's the cause? Aren't you shocked? Read.
Come they not hence, even of your lust, that war in your members?
Oh, look where it comes from. Lust. Whose lust? Yeah, every one of you is fighting. Wars and things, you the one, it's from your lust. Look up lust for me. In other words, this book is telling you, you have a war going on within your own mind. Within you as an individual is a war going on. Should I do right? I know it's wrong. I know Yahweh say don't do that. I know it all. I know it. Should I do it anyway? I know Yahweh say don't taste that fruit, but it sure looks good to me. Fruit looks good to me. Ooh, it looks so lovely. God, that fruit looks good. Should I taste that fruit? Fruit. Read lust for me.
Lust, sexual craving, especially excessive or unrestrained.
Now, can you imagine wars on the earth in some cases have to do with even sexual craving? Can't get enough. See, he don't want just his nation's woman. He want to get somebody else's nation's woman. Go start a war. Now look at those women. Oh, yeah. Well, they don't need those women. Let's go kill all those men. We'll have all those women for ourselves. War stuff is fought like that. Amen. Check those tribes women out over there, boy. See those good looking women? Let's slip up on the men at night. Take them out and get those women. Sometimes our women look over and see men in other nations. Look how he wear that head wrap. Look good? Good gracious, Yahweh! Even our women in there. Lord Yahweh, those men look good. You can't fool me, boy. I can look at you sometimes. I have good ears. I be hearing. Yahweh called it in this book, lust. Excessive desire. One nation looks at the wealth of another, and instead of working to develop that wealth within his own land, he decides he'll go to war and try to take it from somebody else. Now think about this. If you see the wealth of another nation and they got it from their productivity and you are not as productive, what value is it when you go and bomb and destroy and burn that country completely down? What do you gain? You're already unproductive where you are. And if you kill off all the productive people in another land and you move to it, you just got more land that's unproductive. So that's a fruitless war. Boy, and if you left 2 or 3 boys that got to the bush and you didn't get to kill them, if it takes 500 years or 1,000 years to build back up, you're going to face a war down the line. They're coming back. Love.
Lust, any overwhelming desire or craving.
The cause of war is because of certain men having an overwhelming, what? Crazy?
Desire or craving.
An overwhelming desire. That means they're unable to control themselves. So they plan to fight a war. Here is Iraq and Iran believe in the same book and the same God. Why would Iraq attack Iran 7 years ago? Why? Somebody had an overwhelming desire and craving, lust for something. If America or Russia encouraged Iraq to attack Iran, they had an overwhelming lust and desire and craving that Iraq was too dumb to see. And once she attacked Iran, she now wished she hadn't. And the enemy to both of them are supplying weapons to both of them. The enemy of Iran has the same enemy in Iraq. They both got the same enemy. And the enemy, Satan, the devil, as long as he can keep the two of them fighting each other, those two can't get together to fight him. That's a conspiracy. Now, you say, well, who is it that's doing this? Well, just look at whoever is supplying weapons to both of them. And you got your men that are wicked and immoral, devils. Whatever nation they're from, that's doing that. Why would Russia leave her border and run and jump on black people in Afghanistan? Love. How many see it's love? Can you see it? The Bible is making it real clear here. It gives us the question that all people on earth are concerned about: wars and rumors of war. Who suffers from the lust? Carnal-minded men. What does a carnal-minded man bring about? Death. What happens to the people who follow carnal-minded men? What do they suffer? Death.
This concludes Part 89 of Preparing